Hi everybody, welcome back. Today's practice is just a brief one. If you're short on time or if you're just waking up in the morning and want to do something to get the blood moving, waking you up, sending you on your way, this is the practice for you. Grab some blocks in case you might want to use them. I'll see you in a few seconds. So grab a blanket if you want to use it. I'm a big fan of using the blankets because they just make the stretching so much easier. I'm going to roll it up. So if you don't want to use one, that's fine. You don't have to. You can just soften the knees. So something that you can do if you're waking up or again just short on time, starting in a seated position. I have this blanket nicely rolled up behind my knees to support the knees. I'm sitting a little bit taller, keeping the toes pointing up, then my hands slide down the legs. If it's easy to grab your feet, grab the feet, otherwise don't sweat it. Just let your hands stay on the legs. As you round into the stretch, relax the shoulders. If you want to go a little right with the right shoulder, a little left with the left shoulder for some upper back opening, that's an option. Just let the breath move. And let's take another full breath. Slowly release as you uncurl, slide the hands back up the legs. Your head comes up last. Bend your knees, removing the blanket if you were using one. Keep your right knee bending, extend the left leg out. Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. Bring the right foot outside the left leg. Sit tall and drop the right arm behind you. Wrap the left arm, lengthen, opening your torso toward the right. Take 3 deep breaths. One more. Let's come back to center with a brief counter stretch to the left. Bring it to center as you unwrap the right leg, go the other way, bend the left knee, step it over, left arm back, sit tall, wrap the right arm around the left leg. 3 deep breaths. All right, giving yourself a nice, gentle twist like this, especially when you wake up, really great way just to get the spine warmed up. And come back to center, grab a little counter stretch, go to the right. Come back to center as you release the left leg. Bend the knees, just take a cross-legged seat, lining up one ankle in front of the other. It doesn't matter which ankle is in front. We're going to do both sides. Sit tall. Drop the hands, fingertips behind you. If that's deep enough right there for the hips, stay. If you can, lean in, and if there's room to do so without coming off your sit bones, walk your hands out. Relax the head down. Let's take 2 or 3 deep breaths. One more. And walking the hands in, we'll meet upright. Change the legs so the opposite ankle is in front. Same thing. Hands back, sit tall, maybe hold here, maybe lean in, or keeping sit bones on the mat, walk your hands out. Relax the head down and take another 2 or 3 deep breaths. And walking the hands back in, we'll return upright again. Unwrap the legs. bend the knees and drop the hands behind you. Just windshield wiper the knees a little side to side. Then come to center, come forward onto hands and knees. Then lift just to down dog as you release, as you transition to a standing position. So walk your feet in toward the hands, front of the mat, roll up slowly to stand. Uncurl, come up, 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 stand tall, shoulders back, Tadasana. Bring the palms to prayer at the heart. Soften the shoulders, gaze past the nose, shifting your weight to the right leg, lift the left knee up. I like to start in the mornings by making these hip rotations, bringing the left knee up, bring the left knee out, bring your left foot back, the knees together while still keeping the hips facing forward so the whole body is stable, not moving. Lift the left knee, bring it out, left foot back, bring it in, up, out, back, and in. Just these rotations, and you can make them into circles. And just move within a reasonable realm of motion. And come back up, lower the left leg, switch sides, shift your weight to the left leg. The right knee comes up, the right knee goes out, the right foot back. Bring both knees together. Up, out, right foot back, knees together. Up, out, back, in. Then just making it a more fluid movement. Finding your groove a little bit. This works, this stretches the hips, but it also fires your hip stabilizing muscles, which really important. Also your glutes. You might think your glutes are strong, but you really have to actually target them. Lift the right knee up the next time. Lower the right leg, relax the arms, shake it out. Adding on the palms to prayer again at the heart, or you can even bring your hands to the waist, whatever feels good and more stable. I'll demo with the hands on the waist. Shift your weight to the right leg, lift the left knee. Then draw the left leg all the way back like you're coming into a warrior three. Keep the hips level, soften the shoulders back. One more breath. And bring the left knee up, come up, up, up. Two more times. Bring the left leg back. Crown of the head forward like a seesaw. Bring the left knee up. Last time. And you can add on. You can also just do multiple repetitions if you like. The idea of building a little more strength. Lower the left leg, drop the arms and shake it out. We'll do the other side. Again, you can bring palms to prayer or you can keep hands on the waist. Shift your weight to the left leg, lift the right knee. Hips are level. Bring the right leg back, tilt forward like a seesaw, almost like you're doing warrior three. Strengthening the left leg. Breathe. Then inhale, bring the right knee up. Stand tall. Two more times. Bring the right leg back. Hips level, chest forward. Good. One more. Bring it up. Bring it back. Good. Bring it up. Lower the right leg, relax the arms. So that one really gets the muscles fired up. It increases your heart rate. It also helps you to work on your balance. Standing nice and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms around, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive over the legs. Lift the chest on the inhale, then step back into, I was going to say plank pose, but come into your hands and knees. And sit back, hug your knees in toward the chest as you roll all the way back. Feel free to grab a block if you want to use it, or a bolster behind your back. Just doing a brief bridge pose. Lift the hips, drop the arms out. You can do an active bridge pose if you choose, just using your own weight to lift the hips, grab the edges of the mat, or interlace fingers. If you're using a prop like I am, you can also extend legs out on the mat. That is a nice way to release the body. Nice extension along the back. Take one more breath. And letting go as you bring the knees back in, lower the hips down, remove the prop, bring your knees in toward the chest, rock a little side to side. Happy baby pose if you choose. And rock up to an upright seated position, grabbing a prop if you'd like to sit on something. I always like to sit on a block because it just makes the low back feel pretty nice. Good. Taking a moment before getting on with the rest of your day, let your hands rest on the legs, or you can bring palms to prayer. Just sit quietly, maybe closing the eyes if you choose. Letting the energy settle, following the breath. Thank you again for joining me today for this brief practice. I hope this gets you fired up and sending you on your way in the best way possible. I will see you next time on the mat. Until then, namaste.